So imagine finding a leak in your business that is, quietly draining like $600,000 a year. And now imagine that just patching that leak has the exact same financial impact as your sales team landing $10 million in brand new revenue.
Well, welcome to today's custom-tailored deep dive. For you today, we are pulling apart this massive, totally invisible financial leak that basically affects almost every business that moves physical goods.
Yeah, and our guide for this is the newly released July 1st, 2026 CFO Playbook for Transportation Cost Control, which comes from ICC Logistics Services.
Right.
And the main goal here is to really figure out why transportation spend spirals out of control so easily and, how finance leaders can finally rein it in without causing just a total meltdown on the warehouse floor.
Okay, well, let's unpack this. Because reading through the playbook, the core problem of transportation spend, it sounds a lot like a sneaky recurring subscription box.
Oh, exactly. Right. Like you sign up and then suddenly the price changes every single month. One month there is a fuel surcharge, and then the next month you get hit with, dimensional weight rules.
Yeah, where they suddenly charge you based on the sheer physical size of the box.
Exactly. Not just how heavy it is. And it seems like nobody is actually checking the receipt.
That subscription analogy really gets to the heart of the issue, I think.
Yeah.
Because unlike a commercial real estate lease or, say, salaried labor, which are relatively fixed, right? Logistics costs are just structurally opaque.
Yeah.
Carrier pricing mechanisms are incredibly complex by design. Like when fuel goes up, surcharges reset. When delivery zones shift, well, costs spike.
Right. And these individual adjustments probably look like, what, pennies on a spreadsheet?
Exactly. So
Oh.
they bypass standard budget reviews. But the thing is, they compound across thousands of shipments. They silently eat away at margins way faster than internal teams can even track.
Wait, I have to pause you there, though. If the boxes are physically moving through the warehouse, shouldn't the operations or logistics team be the ones catching these extra charges? Like, why does fixing this land on the CFO's desk?
Well, operations is laser focused on keeping the supply chain moving.
Yeah.
Their primary metric is delivery speed.
Right. Getting the stuff out the door.
Exactly. They aren't necessarily auditing line item accessorial fees. Those are those extra hidden charges carriers tack on for things like residential delivery or driver waiting times.
Ah, okay.
So when costs grow faster than shipping volume, the financial exposure falls right to the CFO. The finance team's job is making sure those moving boxes aren't actually eating the profit margins.
That makes sense.
And to bridge that gap, the playbook outlines a 4-layer framework to fix this. It starts with billing accuracy.
Which sounds basic, but I am guessing it isn't just looking for typos.
No. It is about systemic cash recovery. Carriers make billing mistakes all the time. Duplicate charges, missed service guarantees. Finding those stops the immediate bleed, and it's the fastest cash recovery.
Right. Plug the immediate leak.
Yeah, but then the second layer is economic alignment. And that is where the real mechanics of savings happen. This means fixing the mismatch between your contract and your actual shipping behavior.
Wait, give me an example of a mismatch. How do you get out of alignment?
We'll say you negotiated a massive discount for cross-country freight like 3 years ago. But since then, you opened a new regional warehouse, and now 80% of your shipments are local.
Oh, I see. So you're paying premium rates for a service profile you don't even use anymore.
Exactly. And the framework also emphasizes finding market truth. That means using independent benchmarking to know the true going rate before you negotiate.
Right, so you aren't just guessing.
Yeah. And finally, strategic leverage, which involves diversifying carriers so you just aren't held hostage by one company's pricing structure.
Okay, so tracking down the leak involves aligning your actual shipping data with your contracts and really holding carriers accountable. But I keep coming back to the actual return on investment for doing all this auditing, and for you listening, here's where it gets really interesting.
It really does. It all ties back to the revenue equivalency principle. When you reduce your transportation spend, that saved money doesn't have any cost of goods sold attached to it.
Right.
It doesn't have any SG&A, which is just the standard sales, general, and administrative overhead that normally eats into new revenue.
Yeah, it is pure profit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every single dollar saved on shipping flows purely and directly to your operating profit.
Just straight to the bottom line. So the math on that must be absolutely huge.
Oh, it is staggering. If your company operates at a 10% net margin, every single dollar you save in logistics is the profit equivalent of generating $10 in new revenue.
Wow.
Yeah, and the playbook highlights a real-world scenario.
Right.
An independent review finds $620,000 in transportation savings for a business running at a 6% margin.
Okay.
To get that exact same profit bump through traditional sales, the team would have to hustle and close $10.3 million in new revenue.
Wait, 10.3 million.
Yep.
And they achieve that profit without acquiring a single new customer, without launching a new product. I mean, literally just by fixing the leaks in their shipping invoices.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it completely reframes the whole exercise. Recovering logistics costs isn't just some boring operational audit.
Right.
It is a massive margin recovery mechanism that, frankly, most companies are just leaving on the table.
Yeah, and that is the core takeaway for you today. Digging into the structure of your shipping receipts is practically printing profit. But, it does leave us with a bit of a chilling thought to end on.
Oh, definitely.
If human-designed carrier pricing structures are already this complex and structurally opaque today, I mean, what happens when carriers start using advanced AI to dynamically change those accessorial fees and surcharges, like minute by minute based on live data?
Yeah.
How will human finance teams ever keep up?